Start by taking your hands to your heart. Inhale the arms above the head, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Inhale the arms back up, deep breath in. This time exhale and fold forward. Lengthen out the spine, let the arms go, and let your head release. Take 3 deep breaths and let the body just release. On your inhale, walk over to the right knee. Lengthen the body over the knee, keeping the left sit bone on the floor. Inhale, and on the exhale, walk back to the opposite side over your left knee. Same thing, right sit bone stays on the floor. Take a breath, and on the exhale, walk back to center. Use your core and slowly roll up. Inhale the arms above the head, and on the exhale, hold on to that left wrist and draw yourself up and over. Inhale back to center, and exhale to the right side. Inhale, center again. On the exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Breathing in, lift the heart to the sky. Take 1 breath and release. Coming up onto hands and knees, make sure your hands are under your shoulders, knees under hips. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. And on the inhale, curl the toes under, lift the hips, the heart, and the gaze. On the exhale again, we're going to round the back, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, curling all the way back up, toes under, hips, heart, and gaze. And exhale, sitting back to child's pose. Keep the arms extended and let the head go. Take a breath or 2 here. And on your next breath, curl the toes under, pressing back to down facing dog. Lengthen the heels to the floor, and you can pedal the feet, lengthening out the backs of the hamstrings and the calves. Make sure your head is relaxed. Every fingertip is on the floor. On your inhale, lift the heels up nice and high. Exhale, press the heels down to the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale the right leg nice and high. On the exhale, pull it up into the chest. Step it up in between the hands and fold over the right leg, lengthening the sit bone to the sky, nose toward the knee. Walk the hands slightly forward if you want to enhance the stretch. On your next exhale, step it back, down facing dog. Same thing left side. Take the left leg up, step it up in between the hands, and lengthen back, opening up the hamstrings on this side. Walk the hands forward to get a deeper stretch with that left leg. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, stepping back to down facing dog. Shift into the hips, work any kinks you might still have in the back of the legs. Take the knees to the floor, and exhale, sit back for child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here. On your next breath, curl the toes back under, pressing back to down facing dog. Bring that left leg high in the sky. Step it up in between the hands. Ground your right heel and come forward to the long edge of the mat. Let the head hang down, toes point forward, nice wide stance. If you can, stretch for the elbows onto the floor and let your head hang. Take a deep breath here. Place the palms under the shoulders. Left hand to the center line of the body. Inhale, raise the right arm to the sky for a twist. Be careful not to toss your shoulder back. Draw the belly button into the spine. Breathing in, on the exhale, switch the hands. Inhale the opposite side up. Drawing the core in, rotate the core open. The gaze can be up at your lifted palm. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, come back to center. So you can hold on to the outside of the ankles or possibly your big toes. Stretch the heart forward, lift the tailbone to the sky. Breathe here. On your next breath, roll up nice and slow. Inhale the arms to the sky. And on the exhale, folding forward, nice flat back. Inhale to dive back up, deep breath in. And on the exhale, left toes turn out, right toes turn in. Inhale, reach for the sky, tiny back bend. Exhale, flat back, fold over that left thigh bone. Head to knee pose. Inhale to dive back up, deep inhale. And on the exhale, sink into the left knee, warrior one. Inhale the arms behind the back, clasp the hands, squeeze the shoulders, lift the heart high. And on the exhale, hinging forward, shoulder comes down to meet the left knee. The arms can stretch to the sky, let your head drop. Your inhale brings you back up. And on the exhale, return back to your starting position with the legs wide. Inhale the arms up. On the exhale, flat back, fold forward. Inhale to dive back up, nice flat back. And on the exhale, right toes out, left toes in, turn the hips. And breathing in to lengthen, exhale, flat back, folding over the right thigh bone. Let the head, neck, and shoulders go. Inhale to dive back up, breathing in. And on the exhale, sink into the hip, warrior one. Inhale the arms behind the back, squeeze the shoulders, lift the heart up. On the exhale, hinging forward, head drops, shoulder comes to meet the knee, the arms can raise. Inhaling to rise back up. Exhale back to your starting position, hands to heart center. Inhale the arms above the head, deep breath in. Exhale, flat back and fold. On the next inhale, take the hands to the hips. Let the flat back come up halfway and stretch the crown of the head forward. The left hand down to the floor. Inhale, spiral the right side body up. Draw the belly in and don't toss the shoulder back. Exhale to switch. Inhale, open up that side body, draw the core in. On the exhale, both palms will come down. Inhale to dive back up, reach for the sky. Exhale, left toes out, right toes in, turn the hips. Breathing in to lengthen. Exhale, fold over that thigh bone. Place the left hand to the inside of the left ankle. Spiral the heart open for triangle pose. If you look up, you can see the right hand. On the next exhale, bend into the left knee and find warrior two. Inhale up and over for a peaceful warrior. Breathing here. On the exhale, come back to warrior two. The left forearm goes to the left thigh bone and stretch the right arm up and over. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, come back to warrior two. Come back to warrior one, spiral the hips forward. Right hand comes down. Left arm rotates to the sky. And then open up that left leg, spiraling for our twisted triangle pose. Take a breath. Exhale, fold over the left thigh bone again, head to knee. On the inhale, bend the left knee. Reach the fingertips slightly forward and step the right leg up for a warrior three pose. Draw the belly in. Extend the head forward and flex to the back heel. You can keep the hands by your heart or extend them out for a bit of a modification. Exhale, step back with the right foot, warrior one. Exhale, return back to your starting position, wide legs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Bring the hands back to the hips on the inhale, flat back, halfway up. Exhale, right palm down. Inhale, spiral the left side open again. Draw the belly in. Keep the hips square. On the exhale, switch the sides. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Spiral open, deep breath. On the exhale, both palms down. Let the head hang. Inhale to dive back up and reach for the sky. And on the exhale, right toes out, left toes in, turn the hips. Breathing in here. On the exhale, coming forward over that right thigh bone. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Spiral the heart open for a triangle pose. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, sink into the right hip and rise up, warrior two. Inhale, coming back for peaceful warrior. Lift the right arm to the sky. On the exhale, come back, warrior two, and draw the belly in. Forearm to the thigh bone, reach the left arm up and over, and lengthen the entire torso. Breathing in here. On the exhale, come back to warrior two. Square the hips to the front of the mat for warrior one. Left arm down, right arm spirals up, straighten the right leg without locking the knee, rotated triangle pose. Deep breath here. On the exhale, fingertips down, bring the fingertips slightly forward and step the left leg up, warrior three. Again, the hands can be at the heart or extend the arms forward for more of a challenge. Take a deep breath. Exhale, stepping back for a warrior one and coming back to our starting position, hands at the heart. Step the feet together and just fold forward. Let the knees soften, let the head go. You can hold on to the backs of your calves, drawing the heart and nose closer to the knees for a deeper stretch. Make sure the knees don't lock. On an exhale, stack the vertebrae and roll up nice and slow. Square the shoulders off. Shift the weight into your left foot. Draw the belly in and raise the right knee up. Let's find our tree pose, bringing that right foot to the inside of the left thigh, not on the kneecap. Shoulders down, the arms can raise. Pick a point in front of you and stare, breathing and lengthening the spine. On the exhale, pull that knee back in. Hold on to the top of the foot as you begin to hinge forward for a king dancer pose. Try to extend the right arm forward as you kick back into the right foot. Keep the hips square, draw the belly in. On the exhale, step the hands and feet together. Take a breath. Let's go to the opposite side. Grounding the right foot, pull the left knee up, finding our tree pose here, again above or below the knee. Extend the arms to the sky, draw the belly button in, lengthen through the torso. Press the floor away to get taller. On an exhale, we're going to pull the knee into the chest. Hold on to the top of the left foot with your left hand. Begin to kick back as you reach forward with the right arm. Draw the belly in. Hips are square. Find your focus. Take a breath. Exhale to come all the way out. Again, bring the hands together. Clasp the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulders together, lift the heart high, and on the exhale, hinge forward over the thigh bones. Keep the arms clasped. Raise them to the sky, let the head drop. Breathe here. On the inhale, rise up, awkward chair pose. Sit the hips back, lift the heart high. On your exhale, hands to the heart, right elbow to the outside of your left knee for a twist. On the inhale, bring the arms back up. On the exhale, to the opposite side, left elbow to the right knee. Try to sit back, use the elbow against the knee for rotation. The gaze can be up or down. Inhale, we'll come back to our awkward chair pose. Exhale, just fold forward, let everything go. I'm going to walk the feet out a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Let the body hang down, and on the exhale, sink the hips for a squat. Feel free to keep the heels lifted if you can't ground them. Inhale, press the floor away, stand straight up. Exhale, come back to our squat. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. From here, place the hands on the floor. Shift the body weight forward for our crow pose. Try to get the knees to come to the backs of the triceps, floating the feet up off the floor. If you can't get the feet up, just try one foot at a time. Make sure the elbows are bent and the belly is drawn in. Coming back to our squat, and then carefully sit down into easy seated pose. Just fold forward. Let everything go. Take a few deep breaths here. Let the hips rest in the shoulders. We'll roll up nice and slow. Take the right arm across the body, hook it with the left elbow to open up the shoulder. Bring the right hand to the outside of your left knee for a spiral twist. Belly draws in. On the inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, find more of a twist. Relax the shoulders. Let's switch the sides. Left arm comes across, hook the elbow with the right arm. Left hand to the right knee. Left hand behind. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, and twist. Take a breath. On the exhale, come back around center. Bring the soles of the feet together as close as you can towards you. Hook the outsides of the feet, lengthen the spine to the sky to breathe in. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest, and shrug the shoulders. Inhale to lift tall. Exhale, and we'll round. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, lengthen over those thigh bones. If you want a deeper stretch, walk the hands forward, trying to get the nose as close to the toes as you can. Keep the sits bones grounded. Let the neck release. We'll take one more breath here, and then start to roll up nice and slow. From here, take the feet a little further away to make a diamond shape with the legs. Hold back onto the outsides of the feet, and on the exhale, so you can come forward again. You're trying to tuck the nose right in between the toes. Let the head drop, open up the hips, soften the knees. This is fact, not fiction. Rolling up nice and slow. We'll keep the left foot in, extend the right leg out. Using the yoga toe lock, first two fingers and the thumb, hook onto the big toe, elbow to the inside, and extend that left arm up and over. Breathing in here, reach through the left arm to get the stretch for the side body. Take one more breath. On the exhale, come all the way out. And then switch the hips, coming forward for our pigeon pose. Make sure the knee is off to the side. Inhale, the arms high. Exhale, come forward. Keep the hips square to the front edge of the mat. Let the head drop. Breathe into the stretch. We'll take one more breath. Bring the hands under the shoulders to lift up nice and tall. So you can bend the back knee, reaching for it with one hand. Sink the hips. Maybe you can hook the fingertips and look up to the sky. If not, just keep the knee bent for a quad stretch. One breath, We'll release and come back to seated. Let's switch the legs. Right leg in, left leg out. Yoga toe lock. First 2 fingers in the thumb, elbow to the inside, extend the left side body over. Reach with the right hand out through the fingertips, draw the belly button in. Notice the difference from side to side. We'll take 1 more breath. On the exhale, bringing ourselves back up, square the hips, finding pigeon pose on this side. Get the heart nice and tall with your breath in, and on the exhale, fold forward. Keep the hips square, let the head go. Breathe as deeply as you can. We'll take 1 more breath. Walking the hands back under the shoulders to lift the heart up. We'll bend the back knee so you can reach for it with 1 hand. Keep the hips square. Hook the foot as much as you can. If you can clasp the hands above the head, great. If not, just keep the knee bent for your quad stretch. We'll take 2 deep breaths. On the exhale, we're going to let that go. Coming back to a seated position, nice wide stance, press through the heels and come forward. If your elbows don't touch the ground, it's fine. Just keep the toes pointing to the sky. You can walk the hands as far forward as you need to. Just make sure you do this slowly and don't overstretch in the back of the hamstrings. To enhance the stretch, hold on to the toes and stretch the heart forward. If you have a wider stance, you can hold on to the inner arches for a different result. We'll take 1 more breath here. And on the exhale, roll up nice and slow. Come back to your easy seated pose and just fold forward. Again, let the head, neck, and shoulders just rest. Rolling up nice and slow. So we can switch the feet. Whatever foot was in front, bring it on the back and fold forward again. It's a different stretch for the hips. Trying to break our natural patterns. Take another breath. Very slowly bringing ourselves back up to center. We're going to come onto our backs. Take the arms above the head. Feet are hip distance apart. Engage the glutes. Lift up nice and tall for our modified bridge pose. Make sure the knees don't splay out. You can clasp the hands under the back, walk the shoulder blades together, lift up a little higher. Keep the belly button drawn in and the glutes engaged. You want to take this 1 step further, bring the hands by the sides of the ears and press yourself up into full wheel. Make sure the arms and legs are doing the same amount of work. Breathing here, don't hold on to your neck muscles. On your exhale, come down nice and slow, hug the knees back into the chest and just rock from side to side. Lengthen out your tailbone as you rock. Let's take that right ankle over the left knee, hug the left knee into the chest for a nice stretch of the sciatic area and your piriformis. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, release, and we'll switch to the opposite side. Left ankle over the right knee, hugging the right knee into the chest. Take a breath in. On the exhale again, we'll release. Slide the left knee over the right knee and drop the hips over to the right side body. Bring the arms out like a T for a nice spinal twist. Take 3 deep breaths here. On an exhale, roll the knees back to center and switch to the opposite side. Allow the knees to drop. Keep the shoulders grounded. 3 deep breaths. Again, on an exhale, roll the knees back to center, realign the hips and feet. Hug both knees back into the chest 1 last time, do a little bit of a pelvic tilt, make sure the lower back is firmly on the ground. I'm going to roll the arms under the body, palms face down. Lengthen the feet, pop up onto your forearms, lift the heart to the sky, allow the head to drop back. Keep energy in the feet by pointing the toes forward. Draw the belly button into the spine and protect your back for fish. Take another breath or two here. On the exhale, chin to chest. Lengthen the body back down along the floor, palms face up. Shoulders are away from the ears. Allow the feet to flop open. Close the eyes and relax. Namaste.